This is what I said about Earl in Smash 4. If the character had a sword, he's probably going to win.
That's fair.
Earl was just really good with anyone who had a sword.
Maybe he's a Chrom player.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. He was good. He was really good with Cloud and Lucina. But in this game, who knows, to be honest. I also have PowPow.
PowPow from Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
Sonic player?
I don't know a whole lot about PowPow. Probably. Possibly.
Who's the Sonic player from Wisconsin? I think it's PowPow.
It might be PowPow.
I believe it's PowPow.
That's the Sonic Backpack guy. I'm the he's got the merch and I
That's no good. These commentators are no good.
He wears his pride on his sleeve and on his back all the time.
He's definitely wearing the Judy Hopps tag. That's wild. I'm crazy for that one.
Who do you go with? Who do you go with? Lucina.
Okay.
The best sword in this game so far, in my opinion.
I would assume Sonic does not do that well against swords.
I like going against Sonic when you have a sword, because basically what Sonic is just trying to do is, when they're not trying to time you out, they're usually trying to get in real quick, and as long as you're careful with like spacing your aerials, you can just kind of keep Sonic from doing stuff.
Yeah,
just kind of keep him like a big fly swatter.
Yeah, the background I come from is I'm used to Sonic in a game where he has negatively disjointed moves. So all of his hitboxes are like inside of him, and the hurt boxes are around those. So he kind of like wants to like lay himself into you and use hitbox interpolation with his speed to cover space.
Yeah.
But obviously, when you play a character that is inherently disjoint-based, it's hard for those negative disjoints to contest.
Yeah. It's pretty much what you're getting with Sonic. He's I do think he's better in this game than in Smash 4. He feels a lot less awkward to play, just a lot smoother in general.
Okay.
Still a pretty fast boy. I still think he gets beaten by sword characters, but he definitely has options against them. It's really all about reading the Sonic, whether or not you're going to do well against them. Reading when they're going to go in or not.
I know he's generally a non-interactive character, especially in Smash 4.
Yeah.
Is there anything about his moveset that's changed drastically to the point where it's harder to like timer scam?
He can like one of the moves he has, one of his specials, it can like hold down now for a certain amount of time longer, I believe, so you can kind of fake people out with that. Other than that, I'm not too sure. I haven't played against a whole lot of Sonic so far in Ultimate.
Okay.
But yeah.
Because I know his spin dash, down B, like I know it was shield cancelable, so it was a lot of charging it and then like baiting your opponent and doing something and then shield canceling and kind of like, oh, so when it glows like that, it's stronger?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's a cool incentive to use it.
And so far, PowPow is just really getting the edge on Earl here. He's been just hitting him really hard and really fast. It's kind of exactly what you want to do. Good counter there, though, to get him off. Oh, not quite getting that fair. Yeah, as you can see here, as long as you keep mixing up when you go in and when you try to use your down B to go in, it can be really hard to actually get a feel for going against Sonic.
Part of me wants to say that shield is also probably strong against Sonic because when he spin dashes, I don't think he has any means to like jump cancel or anything like that that would give him a situation where he can, oh, nice. Good awareness there to get the reverse dolphin slash to keep him off stage at disadvantage from Earl.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things I've always loved about Earl when watching him in his Smash 4 sets, Earl has always been really, really good at spacing things. Like, he's always been very good at realizing how close I can be to someone to get hit, but also stay safe.
I mean, when you play a swordy, that's kind of inherently what you're designed to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's so solid at it.
But yeah, I know in other games you can jump cancel out of spin dash, which lets you like jump cancel grab and like you can use it as an approach that people like can't block well. But I don't think you can do that in this game, so I feel like block is actually probably a pretty strong option in general against Sonic.
Yeah, it seems like Earl is starting to really understand that. Like, he's trying to figure out when power's coming in his direction. He's able to capitalize it by using things like just the Dancing Blade. Just destroy this man.
Yeah, Dancing Blade to me in this game feels a little like lackluster, especially at higher percents. It seems like you can just kind of hold out and fall out of it, which is really nice.
Yeah, Dancing Blade in this game, you don't have to like time it anymore.
Yeah.
You just spam it. And I know a lot of people don't like that, but you're able to just sort of like use it a lot faster now, and the options for using that move are certainly different because of that. But also, you can do different ways of using that move now too. So it's a give and take.
Directional air dodge probably helps Sonic's recovery a good amount.
Yeah, as you can see right there, when Earl was edge guarding him before, he used his spring, and then he almost was able to air dodge right back onto stage. That's when we saw the reverse dolphin slash.
Yeah.
And that's just really good awareness by Earl to go ahead and do that, make sure he doesn't get back on stage. Also, I really like this edge guard pressure from PowPow as well. Using his spring. Hasn't really been able to get anything off of it so far. Ooh! Okay.
That was crazy. Let's go turn around into the back air for his recovery.
Yeah, I was going to say, he didn't really get anything off of the edge guarding attempts of it, but all he has to do is use it from below and then hit him with a surprise back air. And that's enough to finally take Earl's second stock.
He's racked up damage.
Yeah, he is.
This is starting to even up very, very quickly.
Yeah, it's just...
Tempo's starting to look slightly in favor of PowPow, but that return to neutral kind of immediately put EarlofM at the center again, so he's once again exerting pressure right away.
But once again, Sonic just... Oh, that was
really... Okay.
The directional air dodge coming in clutch there. I'm not sure if he... This is one of those situations where I'm not sure if he meant to do that or if that was...
Yo! He said, you're about to roll up? I mean, I don't think so. Go back home.
Kissed his fist, wound it up. That's all. That's all she wrote. That was...
Got one of the Chaos Emeralds, dude.
That was it's a deep blue one, too. I always forget the colors of the Chaos Emeralds. It's like blue, light blue, gray, green, red, yellow, pink, orange?
Are you talking about the
Chaos
Emeralds?
colors? Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. Sonic was not my lore. I got the Bionicles lore ready to go.
Yeah?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
I
I really thought
it's
you had
deep
that in
lore,
the,
bro.
in the back of your head. I would have been like interested. I was like, really? Bionicles?
More often than not, you could just guess that I'm dumb, and it's probably true.
You seem like the kind of guy who really likes Digimon, but could be wrong.
You're dead wrong.
I am wrong?
You could not be further from the truth.
It happens every once in a while. Yeah. You know, it's okay. I mean, like, alright, you gotta take those chances. You really fooled me with the Bionicles thing, so.
That's fair.
Speaking of fair, we're probably gonna see a couple of those this game as Earl.
Dude, you gotta.
As Earl tries to keep Sonic away from his area.
Wisconsin's north of here, man. You gotta put the cheese away. I get that PowPow's playing, and you gotta represent for him.
You know, I was born in Wisconsin. It's in my body.
Sorry to hear that.
It's in. Well, now that I'm insulted, I guess I'll just continue commentating this match. Now that my blood has been boiled completely. Hey, PowPow does a pretty good job of getting under Earl right there and hitting him with a back air.
I like that. That's one of my favorite ways to like pressure the ledge in this game. Is I call it looking for your keys, where you just turn around back and forth, like walk back and forth and do nothing, and they're just like, oh god, what do I do? He's totally actually, he can do whatever he wants.
It's just like you're watching the screen like a bead of sweat as like rolls down.
Yeah, and then when you because you realize that the person holding the ledge has your keys, and you're mad at them for hiding your keys from you.
Also, a little late to the party, but finally PowPow was able to hit that like edge guard spring that just sent. He can recover after that. That's so useful with Sonic because he's got to. Doing that's pretty safe if someone's off edge. Like, there's not much Lucina can do.
It's just dropping a weak hitting projectile. So especially if a character doesn't have like a lot of vertical in their projectile, or I'm sorry, in their recovery.
Yeah.
You can drop it low on them, and if it just like gives them a noogie, it's over.
Yeah, it's
it.
All it takes is one love tap. You're not able to recover. Speaking of love taps, that's pretty good back air.
Nice back air. What the?
Whoa!
He edge
Sonic is
canceled
almost
and then
too
gave
fast.
up.
Whoa! I also love how Sonic takes damage from water in this game. Good attention to detail. My man can't swim.
That was also good from EarlofM to use the down 4 hits of Dancing Blade to rack damage up at low percents.
Yeah, I also like predicting that that neutral B right there, having Sonic bounce off the stage, and getting your forward smash ready. And I wouldn't be surprised if he never made it back to stage with this stock. Yep, that's about it from PowPow's second stock right there.
I feel like it's almost better to recover lower as Sonic. If you recover high and like, especially that far out, and your air dodge gets called, you're gonna die. But if you drift first and then up B, you have like he did his back air last game and it ended up like just utterly annihilating EarlofM.
Yeah. EarlofM's definitely got so many moves in his arsenal that he can use when it comes to taking out Sonic when you're just in the air next to Lucina. Like, it's so dangerous. But if you're under, I mean, you don't really want to commit to down air because that has a lot of end lag on it. So, yeah, like that kind of position, it's way better than just being like next to Lucina.
Okay, something I will say is I think PowPow is too fixated on using Spring, because he'll use it in situations where positionally it will not connect, and it does not force an option. You should be using Spring to force your opponent to burn their jump, up B early, or if you know it'll connect and gimp them. Otherwise, stay actionable, keep closer to your opponent, and then threaten them with your presence.
Yeah, exactly. Like you saw right there, Earl trying to figure out what to do at ledge, and he just got hit with a tilt, back tilt. That's all it took. Immediately, PowPow is racking up a lot of damage on the EarlofM here.
Yeah, he's got total control of the stage, too. And there's no shield dropping in this game, too, so even if somebody lands on a platform, you can still exert the pressure, because if they're forced to block, because you know they're landing in a disadvantaged state where you're already ready to shark, they can't shield drop and punish. They're still stuck there, so like I actually kind of really like that for this game, where it's a lot less combo oriented and a lot more traditional with how the fighting is in terms of press advantage. Oh my God, he just did it.
PowPow did it.
That was a great set, and the fact that EarlofM looked to dominate game one.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, I got it figured out, and PowPow just kept his composure and then ended up cleaning it out game one. And then game two was the same thing, where it kind of felt like PowPow was just doing he kept falling behind in neutral, but then he would pick himself up by the bootstraps and just clean up the stocks.
Yeah, that was a perfect way to describe it.
Great set.
That was a very intense set.
You can't say you main a low tier.
Sonic has always been.
Sonic's a mascot, bro.
Sonic is like, may the backpack give you strength. May the backpack gives me strength. So if it doesn't give him strength,
I want that backpack.
Yeah,
I want that backpack.
Who wouldn't want that backpack?
I would get a Samus helmet backpack. That'd be fire, low key.
You definitely would.